Hello, everyone. My name is Chenoa Egawa, and I'm Lummi and Sklallam from the Pacific Northwest in Washington State. And I have the great honor of being here with my brother. And together, Keith and I co-wrote and co-illustrated The Whale Child. And we wanted to share this story. It has many teachings about our indigenous ways of knowing in the interdependence and interconnectedness of all nature and all life. And it's a story of hope for our children and for all audiences, and just a reminder of our responsibility as caretakers of the earth. So I'll have Keith introduce himself as well.
Yeah, I'm Keith Egawa, Chenoa's brother, and I'm also a writer and an illustrator. And as Chenoa mentioned about The Whale Child, we really do see this as a crucial teaching tool for upcoming generations. And our goal was to open the door to this difficult topic for young people, the difficult topic of the crisis that we face environmentally, and not just to educate kids as to the reality, but to help them learn more about it, to inspire them to start doing their own research, and then to learn ways that they themselves can contribute in a positive way and do their part as stewards of the planet and for our future.
In this excerpt here that we will share, the water spirit, the living spirit of the water, recognizes that this young whale boy has the power and ability to be changed into a human boy for a temporary time to meet his family on the land and to share with them what is happening in the underworld of the oceans. And so, setting that up, we're going to share this little excerpt from our book, The Whale Child. Thank you, Keith. Go ahead.
The water swirled and churned, forming the shape of the water spirit. And as the whale child watched in amazement, the water spirit reached out with a long arm of seawater and starlight and gently touched him on the top of his head. Then the whale child began to change. He shrank and grew skinny as the thick hide became thin. The deep gray of his body faded, until soon he was the color of the humans on the shore, and his skin reflected the lights that swirled around him, making him glow within the shadows of the ocean, like the lure of an anglerfish. His fins became arms, and where his powerful tail had been, there were now 2 human legs kicking to keep his new body afloat. His eyes moved forward from the sides of his head, and soon he was looking toward the beach where the humans lived. Then the water spirit disappeared. The water became dark and calm again, and the whale child was a boy paddling about in the deep ocean. "Go ashore now, my son," the mother whale pressed fondly. "They are expecting you. Take with you all of my love and confidence, and I will remain out here to watch over you from the bay." At that, the boy swam toward the shore, and each time he poked his head up from the water, he could see the hulking shapes of hills and mountains in the distance, growing closer. When the water was nearly shallow enough for him to stand, he ran face first into a pair of old surf shorts floating on the surface. "I guess this is lucky," he thought aloud, "a human losing his shorts in the ocean and me finding them." He had seen people before and the clothing they put on their bodies. So for the first time, he stood on his new legs. "How strange is this," he muttered, as he awkwardly climbed into the shorts, one leg and then the other, feeling the gritty sand against his feet and between his toes. Although he could wade the rest of the distance to the beach, he slipped back beneath the surface and swam forward, feeling the weight of the unknown upon him. But the comfort of his mother's love remained strong and steady within each beat of his heart as he made his way through the push and pull of the shifting tides, and he was not afraid.
In this excerpt we're going to share with you now, the main character, Shiny, is going to take Alex underneath the oceans to see firsthand his world as a whale.
"There is another way to travel," said Shiny. "What are you talking about?" Alex asked. "In sleep, you can often see more than when you're awake. Your mother and I shared the same dream of my coming here to see you, traveling toward one another beneath the water. So now, you and I will sleep and share a dream of a journey into the deep." "Like magic?" said Alex. "Yes, more magic." He took a deep breath and whispered, We lose old truths while we're awake, but a little sleep is all it takes. Your thoughts and dreams bring memory back and find new truths just down the path. That night as they slept, Alex dreamed that she and Shiny plunged down into the shore break. She could feel the wind blowing in from across the waves, and she could smell the salt in the chill air. When she first dunked under, she felt afraid and held her breath, but soon remembered the freedom of dreams and opened her mouth to breathe. Silver bubbles shone with a light of their own as they enveloped Alex like a storm of rising dandelion seeds. Now she felt bigger and stronger than ever, and she swam out into an enormous deep green world that grew black in the distant open ocean, where the shapes and shadows of fish moved like ghosts through the depths.
They swam together with the skill and ease of whales, and Shiny showed Alex the things his mother had shown him. They moved past places where the currents carried harmful pollution, tangled fishing nets, and more garbage than Alex had ever seen drifting on the surface. Alex saw an octopus crawling along the bottom, slow and smooth like a spilled milkshake, spreading across the ground. But when the octopus saw the two kids swimming toward him, he quickly disappeared into an old tire. Check out The Whale Child. Thank you.
Thank you.